Hello friends, I'm Abby and today I am setting up my bullet journal for the month of April. As you might know, this year I'm doing a theme all around my favorite things, so I decided in the month of April to do a theme based fully on my favorite meal of the day, breakfast. I absolutely love breakfast, and I really just wanted to dedicate an entire theme to all of the amazing breakfast foods that are out there. I will eat breakfast for breakfast or lunch or dinner happily. So I really just wanted to have a whole month where I got to draw some really cool breakfast items, and arguably my favorite food of all of the foods is a bowl of cereal. Specifically fruity cereal, so Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops, Trix, and instead of doing an entire cereal spread, I decided to do breakfast because it is my favorite meal of the day. And I absolutely loved setting this theme up. It was so much fun. So I'm starting this kind of cover page by printing off pictures of breakfast food and then writing this quote from the Ron Swanson that says, "There has never been a sadness that can't be cured by breakfast food." And isn't that the truth? On my title page, I am drawing a box of cereal, of course, and a bowl of cereal as kind of the main attraction of the page. And then on the box of cereal, I'm writing April 2021. In kind of this diagonal pattern that's very popular with bullet journalers, I am drawing breakfast foods. Now for this month, in terms of kind of a color theme, I got two brand new Tombow dual brush pens that are both kind of a tan, light sand color, as you can see me using here. So those will be the main colors for the month. However, I wanted to incorporate a little more color and I couldn't decide on which color to choose. So I went with a rainbow theme in like a pastel palette. And since fruity flavors in my cereal are my favorite, you'll see me incorporate this rainbow bowl of cereal throughout my spreads. Next up is the calendar, and I'm sticking with a spread that I've really been liking in the past few months. And it's this kind of spread where it's a 6x6 box, but it only has the horizontal lines. This just makes me feel like I have plenty of space to write all of the things that are going on throughout the month, and I don't really need the vertical lines. I feel like it has a cleaner look without it, so I have just been going without, and I've really been enjoying it. I have this washi tape that I used last year in my Inside Out theme, and I really loved it to kind of add that rainbow element into the spreads where I'm not using the rainbow markers. And I've also been really enjoying using this kind of technique where I do my lettering with a thin marker and then I go through and add the shading in. This is just helpful when I need things to be a little more precise, or I don't want them to be as thick as they might be if I just use the brush pen side. Now for the edge, kind of what I'm doing in this design, I'm drawing 3 jugs of milk where the milk is pouring down into bowls of cereal, and I love this kind of cascading look. I did it in the coffee theme that I did a couple months ago. I just really love it, and I thought that pouring milk into this bowl of cereal would be the perfect addition for my breakfast theme. Next up is my brain dump page, where I'm bringing back this craft paper. Once I got the craft paper lined up, I just flattened it to make sure that the crease was fully formed, and then now I'm sketching out this plate of pancakes. Pancakes are super easy to draw if you're looking for a doodle to add. They are really just a bunch of lines and a couple circles, and then I added some pats of butter and some maple syrup on top. You can of course get as fancy as you want by adding any toppings to your pancakes. As always, I use a 2-page brain dump spread because I have a lot of ideas to dump, and around the edge as my border, I'm just using my 5 colors that I've been using for the rainbow and just going around in this kind of rainbow border. I don't like to add a lot of stuff to my brain dump spreads because I need the space, so I keep it pretty blank, and then I go on to the next spreads, which is going to be my mood tracker spread. I've really been loving this doodle heavy mood tracker where I color in the item based on my mood for the day, so I decided to go with a doodle of a bunch of breakfast foods. So the foods I'm using are kind of this loaf of bread, a croissant, a piece of toast, a bagel or a donut, this muffin, and a cinnamon roll. These are all super easy doodles if you're looking for some doodles to do. As you can see, it's not taking me very long, and they are so easy. You can mess it up and it still looks fine. That's the best part of bullet journaling, is you can just doodle. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself while bullet journaling to think that I had to have it be perfect, and since I started this year, my goal has just been to let it be what it is. And although some of these doodles and some of my spreads are not exactly the way I would like them to be aesthetically, I love them personally, and that's what matters, is that I like them the way they are. At the bottom, I'm adding my key, and then I'm numbering all of the items for breakfast so I know which day goes with which item. And my key at the bottom goes from the darkest on the left to lightest on the right. So the dark brown will be kind of a burnt toast vibe where I'm not having a good day. And then the lightest will be the perfect amount of toastiness for my personal preferences. And that will be the best day. On the right-hand side, I'm setting up my gratitude tracker. This is super simple. It can be as simple as you want it to be. I just counted out 30 spots, drew this box and a drop shadow, write gratitude tracker on the top, and then I number down the side so I can track the days. Next, I'm using this circle maker that I got from Michael's, and it is so handy for making these circular habit trackers. I just went around the circle using the different sizes. I think I gave myself maybe 5 different spaces for habits this month. And then I just go around and add in 30 different spots for 30 days. And the way this works is each day I just go to the next spot in the circle and fill in those little spaces on whether I completed the habit or not. There are, of course, lots of templates for this design. I have printed them off in the past, used templates that I've bought before, and now that I have this circle tracker, it's just quicker for me to set it all up myself, and I also get a great satisfaction from just making it all by scratch. So I originally wanted to do kind of a rainbow design in the middle, and after I got finished, it looked too much like an evil eye or like a gobstopper for my taste. So I decided to take some craft paper and cover this up. I used this washi tape. It was the perfect size. I just cut out this craft paper and glue it on top. Again, the best part of bullet journaling is making mistakes and finding ways to fix it, knowing that it won't be perfect, and just accepting it. And for the decoration for this page, I have this box of cereal up in the corner that is pouring down into this bowl, kind of in a magical flowing pattern. Next up, I'm setting up my expenses tracker. This is where I track the money I spend on my personal budget every week. And of course, I'm just doodling my breakfast items over on the left. And this left-hand column is the column where I track the week. Then I have the description of the item, how much I spent, how much money is left. And I just added a drop shadow and some washi tape to this spread before numbering the weeks and labeling the page. And the last spread that I am setting up today is my first week of the month. Again, I have a little printed picture off of Google Photos, and I'm just adding some washi tape and some decor to it using my little brown Tombow Dual brush pen. And I'm labeling the week. Even though this week technically starts in March, I just labeled April 1st through 4th. And you may notice as I start numbering my week that I start on the wrong number. It should have started with 29, and you see me realize it. I decided not to change it just because it would have been complicated, and I know what the right numbers are supposed to be. And then I'm just going back and adding the days of the week because I noticed that I forgot to add those. Again, we love making mistakes here on this channel. And that is going to be all for me today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope you enjoyed watching me set up April's bullet journal. I can't believe it's already April. I am just astounded at how fast this year is going so far. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think would enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.